California teacher caught on video saying the N-word and encourages her students to use it in their daily practice. More after this. Hello everyone and welcome back to AG's Point of View, where I give you my analysis of the most popular topics in the world today. In today's video, we have a racist teacher screaming out racist rants in her classroom and encouraging her students to do the same. Before I dive into the details of the video, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to AG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button as well to bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. All my normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. I'm diving in. A language arts teacher in California was caught on video using the N-word multiple times in class and allegedly trying to force a student to utter the racial slurs because it's in the dictionary. The teacher at Sequoia Middle School in Fontana was discussing Mark Twain's classic novel, Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, when the word appears many times. One of the 8th graders reportedly asked the unidentified woman how to spell the word. The teacher got in front of the class and she was saying that the word is just an English word and everyone can say it if she wants to. It's in the dictionary and people are oversensitive over the word. Really? She was trying to force him to say the word as she repeatedly said it, and she had a smirk on her face while she was saying it. Okay. I was just thinking, dang, this teacher is out of her mind. Now, this is the student said this. This is the student that actually was filming the teacher saying all these racial slurs. A black student. All right. In the viral clip, you've seen the teacher hovering over an uncomfortable student as he hunches on a table. You asked me how to spell it, so go ahead and pronounce it. And then she says the word. Pronounce it after me, and then she just continued to say it. So then she says it with a slight smirk on her face as the class giggles. The reason why the class giggle is because it's not a common thing that you're going to see in the classroom. He was getting uncomfortable. He was shaking his head and starts to put his head down. The teacher uttered the slur about 15 times, according to the student. All right, I'm going to stop right there. What I'm going to do is add this video on here. That way you can see it firsthand and actually hear the young lady discuss on how she felt that the one that was actually filming the whole interaction. And I'm gonna get back to my analysis and I have you on your way. Stay tuned right after this.
Thinking, dang, this teacher is out of her mind.
We're not showing her face or using her name, but this student, who is African American, says she shot this video in her language arts class at Sequoia Middle School in Fontana, showing her teacher using the N-word over and over and over again.
You asked me how to spell it, so go ahead and pronounce it. Pronounce it after me.
She was trying to force him to say the word, and she repeatedly kept saying it, and she had a smirk on her face.
Say it.
And how many times did she say it?
Probably, she said it a lot of times, probably like 15 or more.
How did the issue come up? Well, according to several students, the class was reading a Mark Twain novel when someone asked the teacher about the spelling of the N-word. That's what prompted this reaction from the teacher.
The teacher got in front of the class and she was saying that the word is just an English word and everybody can say if she wants to, it's in the dictionary, and that people are oversensitive. I was just thinking, dang, this teacher is out of her mind.
Okay. Now, we didn't particularly hear the lady say the N-word, obviously for reasons that you all and I should know, you know what I'm saying, that we all should know. But we can see her, if you read her lips close enough, you can see her actually pushing the envelope on this situation. This is unacceptable. At the end of the day, Me being a black man, I find the word very offensive. And it should be taken out of the dictionary, out of the English language. We're not using racial slurs now in our common sentences. Generally, when you put a word in the dictionary, those words are being used in the English language and they're giving a definition. And I'm just curious to see what the definition has for that word, the Webster's Dictionary. What I may do is post it above so that we can all look at it and, probably discuss. Well, probably not. I'm sure you can do your own, reading and, get your own understanding from it. I'm just gonna go on with this teacher because you're in the 8th grade, you got 8th grade students, okay? You're in a classroom set, you're the teacher, okay? What the kids is supposed to look at the teacher, supposed to look up to the teacher, you're supposed to, revere the teacher as someone you wanna be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not supposed to have a teacher where she's creating nothing but controversy. Okay, this teacher's creating controversy in the classroom. She's in there saying all types of racial slurs. I understand it's based off of a Mark Twain book, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. If you're not familiar with the background of Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, it's simply about Huck Finn trying to run away, well, basically running away from his, his father. He has an abusive father, and his father was a drunk, okay? He constantly was beating on Huck Finn. Huck Finn eventually just got sick and tired of it. He ran away, kind of linked up by happenstance to another runaway, which was a slave at the time. Because this is based back in the mid to late 1800s, because the book 1876 for the most part. And they ended up, jumping on a raft and heading on down the Mississippi River, going to freedom, trying to get away, you know what I'm saying? And I'm guessing that the book itself, being as though it was written back in those times, slave days, those type of, uncomfortable years for black folks, to say the least. I'm sure they just flew that word all over the world, all over. At the end of the day, you were a slave. You didn't get respected. No one cared about you. You was the lowest of the lowest, the dirtiest of the dirtiest, you know what I'm saying? And, people could treat you in any kind of way that didn't look like you. Fast forward to 2023, we're still using the N-word, and it's totally unacceptable. Nothing's being done about it. And the ironic thing about this whole situation is the teacher was using it in the classroom. She should have gotten some sort of punishment. But instead, the school allowed her to come back to class the very next day and continue to teach. This type of damaging behavior should not be allowed on any school campus, and it should be dealt with ASAP. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to raise, not necessarily raise, but if you're trying to groom the next generation of, leaders, you have to take all the, the slurs and the negativity out of the educational system and, put some more positive in it, put some more spin to it, because at the end of the day, we all need each other to get ahead. White folks need black folks need white folks. You got Spanish, you got, Chinese, Oriental, Jamaican, African, you know what I'm saying, Puerto Rican, Cuban. I mean, listen, I can go on and on for days. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we all need each other, you know what I'm saying, to get ahead in business, in technology, okay, in school, all right, in everyday life, okay? We all bring something to the table. We all come together as a big melting pot, and we do what we need to do to continue this wonderful thing that we call life. So this teacher right here should get reprimanded. She should get dealt with, because you're making the other comfortable. You're making the other students in the classroom feeling very uncomfortable, especially the minority students, and that's not right. You know what I'm saying? That's not right at all. You know what I'm saying? She's saying just because it's in the dictionary, it's okay to say it. It's not okay to say because they got curse words in the dictionary. That's not okay to say. Okay? So at the end of the day, we have to think about what we're saying and how we're saying it to the youth and making sure we're putting them in the right position to succeed and not put them in a position to possibly get their head chopped off, beat down, or hurt by somebody else out here in the streets that don't give a damn about what you're saying. It's in the dictionary, okay? Well, my teacher says it's in the dictionary, so it's okay to say it. Okay, fine. You go around ahead and say it, and we're gonna beat you down. Because there's people out there like that, you know what I'm saying? We all know that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping and praying that she gets suspended, you know what I'm saying? And she's, you know, she don't need to be teaching anymore. I just don't like that, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I feel comfortable that my teachers, well, the teachers that I have educating my children are doing the correct thing. You know, I'm confident that they're doing all the right things. If not, you know, what happens in the dark always comes to the light. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they won't get away with it for long. So I'm sure someone will say something, do something, but I honestly feel like, you know, my situation is good, but I can't speak for this situation over here in Sequoia Middle School. And I'm hoping and praying that the school does something very fast and get it done with quick, okay? That's it for I got. So with that being said, if you like what you've heard, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button as well. It'll bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. All my normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. Thanks for chipping in, you know what I'm saying, with those likes, for pushing the, you know, the content forward. I appreciate you guys. I love every single one of y'all. Thank y'all for, you know, allowing AGs to become a constant on your video stream. And, you know, while you sitting there eating, you know what I'm saying, you need a break or something like that, you watching the video. So I'm humbled. I thank you guys. I pray that you continue to come back, you know what I'm saying, so we can just continue. I'm gonna keep on dropping videos. I'm sure you'll keep on watching. So, you know, all my new subscribers, thanks for coming. Do me a favor, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I'm building, I'm growing. I need you guys to come over and be part of the family, you know what I'm saying? You know, I do give backs to my community. So I got some things in mind. I'm working on some things. I'll make an announcement later on when I get the ideas in stone, and, you know, we'll go forward with that. You know, so be on the lookout for some merch as well. We're bringing some merch to the channel real soon. But with that being said, I love every single one of y'all. I thank y'all for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.